Hey everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom review. See by the title below, yes, this is on episode 18 of Shokugeki no Soma season 3, and this is the episode that I've been waiting for, at least at the beginning of this entire arc, because this is like the first big thing. Like, sure, the other two, they were interesting and everything, those first parts of their whole, this test kind of thing going on right now, but they weren't really that much of a challenge. All it showed was that the rebels are smart, resourceful, and thanks to Erina, very well, they have a lot of knowledge of the area to know what is going to come next. But this is the first, like, big hurdle that they must come over. Obviously, all of them are split, and we're focusing more on Soma. But obviously, what makes this so exciting is that this battle, of course, is going, pretty much like a little bit of like a rematch of the autumn finals. Sure, not all of them are there because there was actually 3 of them there, but still Soma versus Hayama is a huge rivalry, and this is actually with like any type of kind of thing, honestly, any type of rivalry or battle going on between two people. But when one person just thinks he's that much better than everyone, or that much better than him, like how Hayama is throughout this episode and pretty much throughout how these past couple episodes have been, and how he thinks he's like above and beyond Soma. Like, there's no way, like, before maybe you had a chance, but not anymore. My skill level is just this much better, and I'm over here like, what do you mean? Why? Because you're an Elite 10 member now? It's not like he really got it deservingly, honestly. Yes, he has to go through like some royale thing, as you heard Azami had said, but still, it's kind of different because the previous Elite 10 members, like Kuga them, they just left, or they were kicked out. So it's not like Hayama beat one of the best in the school to get that position. So I'm over here like, oh man, Hayama, you're getting this a little too much in your head, thinking you're way better and everything, And obviously those kind of things where someone thinks they're that much better, it just makes the fall that much sweeter. And when you see him realize and Soma is going to win, and he eats the food and everything, and he just, pretty much realizes, oh my gosh, I thought I was going to win. There's no way. This is not possible and everything. Like, I have this godly smell kind of thing, It was that much better, honestly. And I love the way, like, another reason why I was super excited for this episode and everything is because I was really excited to see how this would be adapted, because this is one of my favorite parts in the manga for this arc. Just because of how crazy the battle is and how hyped, and like, it's one of those super close ones because both of these guys are that close in skill together. And even though obviously Hayama maybe still, because he beat him in the autumn elections, and if he still had track of how he wanted to cook and everything, still had that same passion and reason. The whole reason before was to cook for June and everything and all that kind of stuff, and that is why he had his own, his own individuality in his dish. That is why he won the autumn finals and everything. And maybe if he had that, he still would beat Soma, but unfortunately, it's kind of like he wasn't at full strength because he thought he was just way better, kind of cocky and everything, thinking he didn't need anyone's help, and he just had a straightforward plan. He's like, this is how I'm going to do it. While Soma, he had the help of, the entire Kuga's, all his pretty much henchmen kind of thing, and they went across, like, literally mountain to mountain, everywhere in the forest, trying every little thing. It just shows obviously Soma's dedication once again, and him trying so damn hard to find the best way possible, because before this point they all said, like, everything, there is like a huge discrepancy because of how obviously this is the smelliest dish, and the best person to counteract that is the spice master himself, Hayama. And Soma never dealt with bear meat before, didn't know how to deal with the smelliness and everything that it had. And to see him, it's one of those kind of like comeback kind of stories and everything, thinking like he's not going to win because how Hayama's meat dish was better in the end, but his sauce was that much better. Fan service also, I gotta say, was on point. I gotta say, I remember reading the manga and I was like, I can't wait to see this adapted. And yeah, it was pretty enjoyable seeing all the fan service here and there, thanks to some gifts that the Nikiti family has. We got to see the explosion, obviously, straight up with Hayama thinking, oh my gosh, his dish is that much better. Here comes the what's it called, the sauce part, and we get to learn of the gift. And the gift, of course, is pretty much involuntarily stripping of someone else near him. And since Nikiti loved the dish that much, we got to see the two girls pretty much, boom, there goes their clothes. They're like, what's going on? And I'm over here like, if I was there, I'd be like, oh, okay, can we just keep getting this guy to, eat some really, really, really good food, please, and just get a bunch of hot girls around him? Thank you very much. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, it was just like a very awesome episode that was it was exciting because it was just how narrow, like, this is one other thing I always love about Shokugeki no Soma is all of the different analogies and kind of representations for certain things. Like, Hayama's dish was like an impregnable fortress, while Soma's was a cannon. They had like boxing kind of thing throughout the thing, with Soma looking like he was getting beat down, but he's not down for the count yet. It was like they're going across a tightrope. I loved all the analogies and everything that they showed in this episode in particular, especially considering it really truly is like this whole episode had that feeling like we were all on a tightrope, not really knowing how it would go. One moment it looked like Hayama was winning, next moment it looked like, oh my god, someone's got a real chance he could win. And even to the very end, it was kind of just a nail biter with both of the girls voting for one of them, and it all came down to Nakiti until he, of course, says yes, Soma, his dish was way better. He said the same thing, and that's what just like a great callback. He said the same thing that had the same words that had been spoken when Hayama had won. So it was just that much better, like, to see him like, what? No way, this is not possible. He like, at first he didn't understand. Of course he does realize everything after, especially thanks to June coming along and just completely like, boom, slapping him in the face. So that was pretty enjoyable to see as well. But I gotta say, there were two things in here. Obviously, you know me, I love to ship Edina and Soma, and at the very end, it was so cute when she came rushing in, all frantic, hair all over the place, looked super cute. That's why I put her in the thumbnail and everything. And then of course she starts blushing because she realizes, yeah, she came rushing, worried for Soma and everything. That part I loved. But I'm not gonna lie, when you see Soma going straight up into Hayama's face and saying he did this for him, he wanted him to say it was delicious, I was kind of being like, okay, are they gonna kiss? This looks like they're going to kiss. Like, what the hell, But yeah, enjoyed the episode. Definitely exciting because just like how crazy this battle was, how back and forth it was, how much of a tightrope it was. This battle really was a tightrope, and it came down to the very end with us being just like excited because someone won, and then them just like crushing it down with yes. I bet most of you were not expecting this, because when I was reading the manga, I definitely was not expecting it at all. But so many people ended up being expelled. Practically, I think, yeah, everyone. Like, Alice was actually a surprise to me as well. And the only people that you don't hear is Takumi and Megumi, if I remember right, for sure, that was not expelled. So literally, at this point, before this point, the rebels were looking like they could not be stopped. And then all of a sudden, guess what? Yeah, Elite 10, that would probably beat them for sure. But I mean, considering everyone who they were going against were like the Elite 10 members, Soma got off lucky going against Hayama. I don't really get Azami's plan why he made Hayama go up against Soma. If you wanted Soma out that badly, and all of them out that badly, just send them all to Tsukasa. The first seat, he's the first seat for a reason. He's that good, But nonetheless, still enjoyed the episode, still enjoyed the rematch, and obviously Soma getting 1 point in that direction. Now they're both even, 1-for-1. Who will win the next time when they meet up? Who knows? But obviously that's not the big thing in this one. The big thing about this ending was obviously, what are the rebels going to do now that pretty much almost all of them have been taken out except for Soma, Edina, Megumi, and Takumi. I definitely can't wait to see how the rest will be adapted, and I can't wait to see your guys, your reactions as well, because that's all I gotta say for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I'm missing you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And this is where I want to hear, how did you guys feel about this episode? Anime watchers only, did you enjoy it like I did? Did you expect that craziness to happen at the end? Do you feel the same way, or do you not? Feel free to comment below whatever you guys thought. It's always awesome to hear your guys' thoughts. And as always, source material readers, manga readers, how did you feel about this episode? Did you agree with me? Do you like the way it was adapted? Anything along the lines, obviously, you want to say without spoiling for the anime watchers only, feel free to comment below. But if you do want to use spoilers, of course, do the whole skip 4 lines thing, so that if they click to read more, that's their choice. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. So till next time, see ya.